UPK, oh and west. Babylon is falling to rise no more again. Babylon is falling. Freedom is here, my friend, not just part of the nation. Yeah, our shine never come bring peace in start of the vision. Now put your trust in the reason, well, nation. But just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the nation. Daniel get a vision. Him see the black Christ, it wasn't a white depiction. No allegiance to Rome, nor its regions. Come out them religion if you want be a free man. Cause the deacons them full of demons. The situation with Rasta with Islam. Only God of hope for your land is I.S.U.P.K and the General YAHANNA. Every fowl of the ear, every beast of the field, every creeping thing we creep on land, every mouth of the clear, loud and clear. YAHANNA Mashiach is a black man who have ear, let him hear. Time to prepare, spiritually separate from Babylon. We no weak, we no fear, we no tear. Gun Saddam, gun Fatima, not just part of the nation. YAHANNA never come bring peace in start of the vision. Now put your trust in the riches and wealth consolidation. Adjust the last statutes and commandments. We make the decision to keep them with precision. Just part of the nation. Send evils and curses. But poor sitting on the beasts and all churches. America fall and deserve it. Rome get defeat, history repeat. I know the first is, hey, 400 years to work with. Then desert with, then turn round and call it works. But now the COVID lurking, them hurting. And they need doctors and nurses. Hey, one day to build it up for turn. After the long journey. No care much money you want earn if you still want Babylon burn. One day to build it up for turn. After the long journey. No care much money you want earn. Hey, I just UPK, oh and west. Babylon is falling to rise no more again. Babylon is falling. Freedom is here, my friend, not just part of the nation. YAHANNA never come bring peace in start of the vision. Now put your trust in the riches and wealth consolidation. But just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the nation. Daniel get a vision. Him see the black Christ, it wasn't a white depiction. No allegiance to Rome, nor its regions. Come out them religion if you want be a free man. Cause the deacons them full of demons. Same situation with Rasta with Islam. Only beacon of hope for your lean and I.S.U.P.K and the General YAHANNA. Every fowl of the ear, every beast of the field, every creeping thing we creep on land, every mouth of the clear, loud and clear. YAHANNA Mashiach is a black man who have ear, let him hear. Time to prepare, spiritually separate from Babylon. We no weak, we no fear, we no tear. Gun Saddam, my bun Fatima, not just part of the nation. YAHANNA never come bring peace in start of the vision. Now put your trust in the riches and wealth consolidation. Adjust the last statutes and commandments. We make the decision to keep them with precision. Just part of the nation. Send evils and curses on the poor sitting on the beast and all churches. America fall, them deserve it. Rome get defeat, history repeat. I know the first is, hey, 400 years to work with. Then desert with, then turn round and call it worthless. But now the cold lurking, them hurting. And they need doctors and nurses. Hey, one day to build it up for turn. After the long journey. No care much money you want earn if you still want Babylon burn. One day to build it up for turn. After the long journey. No care much money you want earn. Hey, I just part of the mission. YAHANNA never come bring peace in start
On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man, busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived, they don't know how I did. Got it out the mud, straight to glory, they don't know how I did. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got right for it. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not self. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Off the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin on kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. They ain't feel like deepest people. Say they want some smoke, though. So I wrote these chimney swings. Coming like we coming, you can't even count. These niggas don't run it like we running. Bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jordan. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns are the baby boy, U.P.K top, dog. Certified road runner, I'ma turn that E-Line van to a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they in front. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like ball cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See, throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the gut, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got ready for real.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is I.S.U.P.K. Jamaica. My name is Officer Kayad1. You know what I mean? I.S.U.P.K. started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I.S.U.P.K. is run by Commanding General YAHANNA, the one man with the rank and the authority to lead Israel at this time. I say Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai Barakatam to my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai to my sisters. All right, so greetings to everybody. Shalom, shalom to everybody on YouTube, Facebook. You understand? TikTok. You know what I mean? Hopefully soon we can go live on Instagram. You understand? So we have an interesting topic today. You understand? Couple of days ago, the Queen of England, she died. You understand? Which, for the most part, our people here in Jamaica have been woken up to the fact that, you know what I mean, we don't give a damn about the damn Queen because, you know what I mean, she's a direct descendant of the people who enslave us. As a matter of fact, you know what I mean, her wealth come from, you know what I mean, the pillaging, you know what I mean, the slaughter, the murdering of our people. So for the most part, you know what I mean, I am happy that Jamaicans, you know what I mean, don't really fall into the trap of feeling remorse. For the most part, of course, you have Jamaicans who would want to cry for the Queen still, see? But for the most part, I would say 90% of the descendants of the slaves here in Jamaica would not cry for the Queen. So, you know what I mean? Give Jamaica a round of applause for that. You understand? All right, but our governments being the Uncle Toms that they are, they want us to be mourning for 12 days. You understand? Which for we know that Jamaicans will not mourn for the Queen. You understand? But that mourning is politics. You understand? It is politics. They are just, you know what I mean? We will jump to that shortly. See, we will cover that as well. We now jump the guns in. That is politics. All right. All right. So let me just kick it off by introducing I.S.U.P.K. So if you have heard that you are an Hebrew Israelite, if you have heard that, you know what I mean, the descendants of the slaves here in Jamaica, you know what I mean, are the children of Israel according to the Bible. You understand? That information came from the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General YAHANNA. Regardless of the organization that you have heard it from, you know what I mean, it was the I.S.U.P.K from 1969 who have done the research and found out that the Bible was written by our foreparents. You understand? And it was this big, what I call it now, this big conspiracy to cover up our identity. You understand? Because to this day, black people here in Jamaica, not just in Jamaica alone, you know, in North America, South America, you understand, South Central and North America, still don't know who they are. If you ask them, where did your foreparents come from? The best them can tell you is that they came from Africa. You understand? That is the best they can tell them. You understand? The young won't mourn. Well, you know what I mean? Hopefully the old won't mourn too. You know what I mean? Who is that? Nile. Yeah, man. Hopefully the old people, you know what I mean, can wake up to, you understand? All right. So it was this big conspiracy to cover up who we were. You understand? Because guess what? They enslaved us. You understand? And they had no interest in teaching us who we are. Zin? Because why would you tell the slaves who they are? Why wouldn't you just keep the slaves divided, fighting each other, blaming each other for every, you know what I mean? We all living at the garrison. Then we wake up every day with a hungry face. I look on another hungry face. We blame each other for, you know what I mean, the suffering that we go through every day. You know what I mean? When we look on another black man, you understand, we just see the suffering and we hate it. We just hate each other. That comes from not knowing who we really are. You understand? And it works well for the oppressor because by not teaching us who we are, then now we're all over the place. Some we call ourselves Africans. Some we call ourselves Christians. You understand? For the most part, we that believe in our people who believe in the African concept don't necessarily go the Christian concept, and the people them who believe in the Christian concept don't go the African concept. You know what I mean? Because believing that you are African, you know what I mean, will reject, you know what I mean, you will reject the Bible because you think that the Bible was given to you by the oppressor, when it's really just, you know what I mean, Christianity that was given to you by the oppressor, not the Bible. Then, and believing that you are Christian, you understand, or think that the white Jesus can save you, you're not going to really look upon dark-skinned people as being anything special. However, we in the I.S.U.P.K, we don't believe we are Africans, neither Christians. You understand? We are not Africans and we are not Christians. We are the children of Israel. So here's the missing piece of the puzzle. So we have the Bible, you know what I mean? But we know that we're not supposed to worship the same God as the oppressor. This is the missing piece of the puzzle. The Bible was all about us. You understand? And it is not talking about the oppressor. You understand? Just like how the oppressor stole us from a land that he found us in with the help of some other people. See, he stole our records as well. Stole the Bible. All right, pre this now. When you watch a movie, see, anytime you watch a movie, for example, an Egyptian movie, you notice that the oppressor always depicts himself as the Egyptian, which it is common knowledge now that, you know what I mean, Egyptians are black people, dark-skinned people. But the oppressor paint the image of the Egyptian looking like a white person. For example, a white man, mummy as the pharaoh. See, even at the Bible movie, see, them show the Egyptians as well as the Israelites as being white people. Well, that is what the oppressor does. You understand? The oppressor paint himself as being the people them who conquer. Every time him conquer a race, he steal the identity of that race. You understand? Right now, in the Middle East, say Saudi Arabia. We still jump to the topic now, just bear with me a little bit. See? Saudi Arabia, right? You have the sheiks, them, and you have the big prince, them, who own billions and billions of dollar oil money. See? Who do you think those people are? Arabs? They are not Arabs. Those are the children of Napoleon invasion. When Napoleon invaded that land, when Napoleon, you know what I mean? Napoleon, not Napoleon. Let name again. Alexander the Greek. You understand? Them call him Alexander the Great, but he's really Alexander the Greek. See? Those are his children. Those are white people, Arab and white mixed, but the seed determines a nation. Those are white babies. Those are Isa, you know what I mean, living in Saudi Arabia, and you know what I mean, for the most part, the majority of the Middle East right now. Those are Isa. See? So now you have the oppressor call himself the Arabs. When the real Arabs are black, dark-skinned people, dark like, you know what I mean, the Jamaicans here in Jamaica. Dark like the Africans. You understand? So what the oppressor does, you know what I mean? Since in 2,000 years I've been upon the earth, because this white man ruled upon the earth 2,000 years. From the Greek to the Rome, and then, you know what I mean, gradually the kingdom break up, and now you have America, Britain, Spain, and them. See? 2,000 years him rule this earth. See? And as him conquer nations, him pretend to be that nation. You understand? And the children of Israel are no different. The people in the Bible, they are not white people. Same like how the Egyptians are not white people. Same like how the Arabs are not white people. But today, you would think that these are white people. You understand? So, when they put us in chains, you know what I mean? They knew who they were enslaving. But, all right, if you have a people upon the face of the earth calling themselves the chosen people of the Most High, see, if you enslave them, after enslaving them, would it be in your best interest to teach them that they are, you know what I mean, or even if you don't believe that they are the chosen people of the Most High, would you tell them that they used to call themselves the chosen people of the Most High? You would even give them an hint of that, because just the title there alone, we have to put self-esteem in them now. I will give them a purpose, because you're going to look for your oppressor, you're going to say, but how if we enslave we and we were a great people? As a matter of fact, we call ourselves the children of God. And when we enslave we, no man, we want revenge. We need to come out of this oppression. That is what you're going to do. So the fact that them stole your identity and did not give it back to you is an act of war. You understand? To keep you down. So now we're there in the garrison. Back to where me just say now, we're there in the garrison. And we all look and be a hungry face and suffer like ourselves. We hate each other because we don't think nothing valuable in each other. We look on another black man and always see a sufferation. And then when we check the history now and look back, it go back to slavery. You know what I mean? And then we say, boy, come like, you know what I mean? We not no use. Come like we as a people, we just worthless and not no use because we come from slavery. No, we in the garrison as a people. Come like we workless. Come like as a race of people, we careless and we workless and things. You know what I mean? Even love no black person. You understand? As a matter of fact, I just bleach out my face and look like the oppressor. Yeah, me know so the oppressor abuse my people, but me never like them neither, yeah, man. That is the mindset of our people today. You understand? So, and because of Christianity is the main thing, because guess what I go on now? The Christian church give you this picture of Jesus, which is the man Cesar Borgia. This picture of Jesus, using the picture of Cesar Borgia, this is a white man, an Italian, a son of a pope, that Leonardo da Vinci or whatever, you know what I mean, painted. You understand? Or Michelangelo, Zane, painted, Zane, and they pick him as Jesus Christ, as your Messiah in a your records, the Bible with them thief. It's another act of war, and this is a white supremacist act of war. So them say, look, this is God. So them put it even further. Christ is our Messiah, our Shai Mashiach. You know what I mean? The Bible in the English translation says Jesus. See? Them go further with it. Them say, yo, him is not only, you know what I mean, the Son of God, he is God himself. So when you look on that picture now, you know what you say? You say, the white man of God. You understand? And when you're born in a captivity, you don't know no better. Same like how our people grew up not knowing who they are, them just act it out with murder and, you know what I mean, the behavior that we see. When you're born in a slavery, you don't know no better. So see, you grew up, come here, everybody has said, this is God, this white picture of Jesus. It embedded in your brain. And you start to look at white people and favorable, you know what I mean, stance. For lack of a better word, you start look upon them favorably. And then when you remember the history, say, yo, them enslave your people, you know where you start say, oh, them better than we. Them better than we, them stronger than we, them more poor. And you start fear them. Because God look like them enslave you. You know what I mean? So you just put it in one big box. And you say, boy, white people, great. You know what I mean? God love them. As a matter of fact, you know what I mean? They are the image of God. And we are just some dirty slaves. As a matter of fact, yo, I don't even like the people. I don't even like myself. Majority of the descendants of the slaves over here in the West hate themselves. You understand? As much as you might think, say, boy, you love yourself and oh, self-love. You know what I mean? Our sisters today love talk about self-love. In reality, you don't see it yourself. I tell you the truth. You know what I mean? We don't know, we as a people, we don't know self-love yet. We don't know that. We have never experienced self-love as a people. Never. You understand? But that the I.S.U.P.K come on in general and I bring back that self-love because guess what, go on? By you just having, you know what I mean, you being black conscious and, you know what I mean, thinking that Africa, you know what I mean, that now go bring it back. Because guess what, go on? One, we are not African. Zin. Two, that is not enough. You understand? We're upon a part right now of self-destruction. And the only thing to fix that is our records. We have to go back through the records, them, find out where we went wrong. Oh, such a great people as we, you know what I mean, could have been enslaved by this weak and feeble oppressor called the white man. Oh, that's possible. We're so great. We create everything over here, so in the West. You understand? We create the light bulb, the heart transplant, I mean, the internet. Many of them might even know, say, we create the internet. Black people create 90% of the thing them over here, so. 90%, but don't get the credit because we live in a system that the slave master control. So anything go through the gate have to be patented by the slave master. So we don't get credit. We name our face don't get put on, you know what I mean, the history for say boy. We create them things. But we don't understand how great it is. You understand? Because even though we show on greatness, we don't get credit for it. You understand? Let me show you another point. Zin? Show you another point. Even the very music where we create over here, so in the West, even the very music, and we know creating are the best music on the face of the earth. The slaves them created. You understand? So if we are Africans, the free Africans them could create it. It takes the slaves them for some reason. See? For some reason, the slave them alone could have created such great culture, right? Which shows that we are not African again. See? But when you check it, we don't own with music. Nothing what we create, we don't own. The most we do is create the music and somebody or perform. You know what I mean? Or we sell the music on the oppressor platform. We don't own the music, the oppressor own everything. So just like the music, the light bulb we own. Right now, China create the most light bulb. But a black man invented it. You understand? But with the I.S.U.P.K and a command in general, and is trying to get black people to understand, the descendants of the slaves, that you are a great people. As a matter of fact, you are the greatest people upon the face of the earth. But something went wrong. You understand? Something went wrong, and it is not. I know nothing where you call it now. I know something where simple. It's a spiritual thing take place. I always say spiritual thing, we don't mean hocus pocus, obeah and all them things. We break it down. Spiritually mean we went off as a people. We lost some morals. You understand the responsibility that we had as a people? We lose it. We have followed them. Same people here, we have them foot power neck. We follow them. It's like, you know, you have your woman, you understand? And yeah, your woman will live good till, You know what I mean? She see her next man. You understand? And weigh him off. 2 hours work hard together. You understand? Till she meet. You know what I mean? She meet her next man where, you know what I mean? Him have it all already. So she thinks a better rose. The grass green upon the next side. You understand? I see same thing we do as a people. Then we look over there so then and see them and do for them thing and things if where them have better than we. And we start follow them. And as we follow them, guess what we do? We end up in a for them trap. You understand? And the most high, our God, our power. You understand? Because it have to boil down to God again, you know. Because people and living things could not just appear out of nowhere. You understand? It have to boil back down to a creator. So we be special people upon the face of the earth. Then we have a covenant with the creator of this very earth when we talk about. We have a covenant with him. You understand? And the covenant include us not following those other people that he created as well, but you are a special people. See? But like every stubborn pitney, you know what I mean? We went off. We start follow them. And then the creator, him just say, all right, lower you to them and see what become of you. Because me tell you, say, you're not to eat pork. Because me make the pork, me make the pig, and me I tell you, don't eat it. But you see them and eat pig and swine and nothing happen to them. So you start eat it. Then him tell you, say, don't sleep with a next man, woman. It will cause problem. And the problem is so deep that the I.S.U.P.K break it down every day. Oh, terrible it is. You know what I mean? If your woman have more than one man. Terrible. Destructive. You understand? But we follow them. Then, and you know we have fatherless children. Why we have fatherless children? Because when a man find out say your woman give him born, him going to leave. You understand? I'm going to leave. And then that child have a father, and that child grew up broken and destroyed mentally. And if that mother continue to bring men through that house, that child will get molested. You understand? So now you have LGBT. So let me say, so when the Most High give him laws them, then he know why I'm give with them, but we want to follow. For example, nowadays, if you see you know what I mean, a certain post on the internet and you start speak out against it, like the LGBT thing, is your own people start defend it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Especially our women have so integrated in this, you know what I mean, society that they might defend LGBT. You understand? Like them no see something wrong with it. Something wrong with it. You got the reason why you are LGBT is because you get molested. Are you telling me that the molester was right for molest you? So why you defend LGBT? You for burn LGBT and burn the molester because the molester created the LGBT. You understand? And laws were given to us from the Most High to prevent these things, which we stray away from these laws. So we end up in a situation where we do over here call ourselves Jamaicans. Even though, you know what I mean? We're so talented, we're so gifted, but we can't do nothing with it. We just can't go nowhere, we can't reach nowhere in our life. Even though we're so creative and so gifted, even though we look on the white man and say boring and fooly, but him rule we. You understand? We look on stupid, even the dumb Africans, them, and we ever said dumb Africans, so we can get it out of our people, them mind that you are Africans, you're better than the Africans, them. Them Africans, they walk up and down naked, and you know say something wrong with it. You know say something wrong with it, you know. But yet still you want to be an African. Is that where your pride and your you know what I mean, your self-esteem lies? Over there with the Africans them, well, guess what? The Africans them know that you are not them. That is the reason why Africans don't come in your communities. You understand? And interact with you. That is the reason why Africans tell their children to don't marry you. Because Africans, unlike us, understand separateness or holiness. At least to what them understand it to be, which is not real holiness anyway. But them understand some level of, you know what I mean, being separate. See, them teach their children, say, don't sleep with no descendants of no slave, no akata. That is what them call you. a kata. You understand? Them know say that them never lose them history, you know. Them have thousands of years of history still intact. You know what you have? The last 400 years. You understand? Them know where you come from because them know say one time you did overfeed them land. Them parents tell them, say, look, as some intruder them not come from here, we sell them to the white man. But you over here, so cut off from your history now. You know what I mean? Two Rastafari and jump up and say, Mama Africa, and jump up and you say, yeah, Africa. And the African them look by you from over there like, what am I talking about? African. What am I talking about? Oh, until you build dancehall and reggae and then the African them say, yeah, Jamaica. Big up Jamaica. Because you know, provide some. Now the Africans them know you have to go to do a show and make money. Me see a thing the other day where Beanie Man crown African dancehall artist. Then Prince Sal. And this are the same Beanie Man where him and no artist in a Jamaica can agree. But him crown this, you know what I mean, Stone Boy artist. Prince of dancehall where him help create. Him would even give it to him own people. Me know me a stray away from the topic, you know, we're going to jump right back on topic. But me just a try show no what I go on with Funu people, see? But that's the love that we don't have for each other, that we would rather give it to heathens. Yeah? And that will come for fix. That is what Command in General YAHANNA is trying to fix. We are trying, you see, instead of giving our love to these heathens who don't love us, let us just give it to, you know what I mean, your black brother, your black sister, here in Jamaica. You understand? Niall say, you know what you're saying. Yeah, man. Niall, make sure you know what I mean, you watch your class them and thing. And fix our people. Nobody no care about our people. The government don't care about us. You understand? Our government say, yo, 12 days of mourning for the queen. 12 days of mourning for the woman, the descendant of the people who enslaved with people. 12 days of mourning for she. Our government don't care about us. You understand? Our government don't care one bit about us. You understand? So who care about your people? Not even you. Not even you. Not even the black people them here in Jamaica. Not even the descendants of the slave them here in Jamaica. Care about their own people. But we have to fix that. We have to gain back some, we call it some national pride. And when I say national pride, I don't mean Jamaican. I talk about as the children of Israel, Yashar Allah, the chosen people of the Most High, the Prince of the Power. You understand? We need to understand how special we is and stop fighting. Stop fight against the fact that we're special. Because guess what we tell, you know what I mean, especially a Christian, when we tell them, say, you know, say, the people over here who were brought over here in chains, they are God's chosen people. In the Bible, where you learn in a church. But guess what? Christian mind tell them it don't matter. Because Christianity, and that's why we implore our people for those, come out of Christianity. Come out of Christianity, brethren, is a hold down. See? Christianity teach you to hate your own people. So when you start tell them, say, yo, them special, they don't want to hear it. You understand? Because Christianity is white supremacy. All right? So lucky I'm stray off for the point a little bit. You understand? Remember to like the video on YouTube, leave your comments, you know what I mean, share it around and subscribe to this channel. And TikTok, like, follow the page. If you have a question, leave it in the chat. You understand? We're going to jump in at the topic now. So, you know what I mean? We discuss Queen Elizabeth, and at the end of the class, we're going to discuss Muta Baruka interview. See? So, we're going to jump to some scripture, you know, to kick it off. See? And the reason why we jump to scriptures is because these are the records of our foreparents. Don't listen to no madman Rasta. We smoke weed all day. And, you know what I mean? High out of mind. I tell you about this is a white man book. When the Bible tells you, say Solomon black. Solomon call himself black in the Bible. Solomon is the Awashai or Jesus Christ, great-great-grandfather. See? How could this be a white man book? As a matter of fact, this is not a book. It is records, Hebrew records compiled in a book. You understand? Translated from the Hebrew and the Greek and the Latin, because we were in Greek captivity and Latin captivity. You understand? So it had to be translated, because many of the records them that we were writing down as we were in these captivities, see, had to be written in the land that we were. For example, if me start to write the sufferation that we go through here in Jamaica, I have to write it in English, because we are in captivity here in Jamaica. That is why parts of the Bible is written in Greek, and part is written in Latin, because those are the people who enslaved us as well, because of our disobedience, because we don't want to take our rightful place. You understand? So, yeah, man, that is it. All right, so we're going to jump to the book of Proverbs 29 and 2. See? Now we'll kick it off like this. And it said, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You understand? All right, so when the righteous is in authority, see, the people rejoice. You understand? When we were in authority, the world, let me tell you something. You see, when Solomon, you understand, was ruling and film throne, even the Queen of Sheba did have to forward and find out about our king. You know what I mean? How wise he was. See, when we were in authority, you understand, there was no war. That was the only time we ruled the earth. Or, you know what I mean? Somewhat, we don't get to rule the earth. Every nation on the earth get to rule already. Except we don't get a good rule over this earth. But you see the little thing that we got, the world was at peace. There was nothing but peace. You understand? Solomon in his reign never had to fight a war. You understand? Because the world rejoiced. Especially we as a people, we rejoiced because we were in rulership. You understand? But guess what I go on now? But when the wicked bear it rule, the people mourn. And that is talking about our oppressor. You understand? When the wicked bear it rule, the people mourn. We have been mourning under this oppressor. You understand? For 400 years. And if you want to go back from the time of the Greek and the Romans, over 2,000 years we have been mourning. See? So why should we mourn the death of our oppressor is the question. You understand? Why should we mourn the death of somebody while they were ruling, we were mourning? So if we mourn some more, no, we must celebrate, we must give thanks, we must thank the Most High that He put an end to her reign. You understand? Because during her reign, our people suffered. You understand? Jamaica had to be forking out money given to Britain same way because them still control America to some extent. You understand? Had to be paying tax to Queen. You understand? And it not stop because now that fear, you know what I mean? Our hungry son is now on the throne. Then him still have to collect money, and who knows where him going to come with now, because here we go on. Our government drag them foot, you know. Then them drag them foot. You know what I mean? In getting rid of the Queen. You see now that this prince, a so-called Prince Charles or King Charles, which we don't have no king but YAHANNA Mashiach. See? YAHANNA Mashiach is our king. See? This boy might come with something different, especially in a time like this when them need all the resources what them can get. You understand? Not to stray from the point. Them need all the resources them can get in a time when resource start. Russia oil now come into Europe like one time again. You understand? The world economy in a shambles. You understand? This king, our so-called king of England, is a man, you know, is not like Queen Elizabeth, you know. He might go think in a practical manner. This is my opinion. This is not, you know what I mean, I'm a Biblist. This is just my opinion. See? A man I go think about power and how he can, you know what I mean, grasp power firmer as opposed to make Jamaica get rid of him. Why make the people them who used to rule over get rid of you when you can have more resource to benefit your kingdom? You understand? That is just my opinion. See? But the point I'm trying to make is the sufferation will continue. You understand? Them are going to continue to get money from Jamaica. You understand? We are going to continue to work harder. Inflation is going to continue rise in Jamaica. You have to continue to suffer some more in order to make Britain continue to be, you know what I mean, this lavish nation and rule on top of you. You understand? So when one of them dead, mourn bowa, we should pray that the Most High kill all of them. And that is not unrighteous, because we know that some of our Christian brothers would say that, no, my Jesus would want that. Your Jesus, that white Jesus would want that, because that white Jesus is who have them foot by your neck. But you see the black Christ in the Bible, he might come to shed blood of our enemies. You understand? So we need to come out of that, you know what I mean, brainwash state. We should pray. We here in Jamaica, see, being the children of Israel, just like when we were in Egypt, we should pray to the Most High for, you know what I mean, to kill our enemies. I mean, I have a pretty tough. And we are not saying you should go there and kill nobody, because if you go there and kill nobody, a prison you go. See, what you should do, this is the power that you have as the children of Israel. See, you should guard your bed every night and pray to the God of the Bible, the God of your foreparents. You understand? To kill your oppressor so that your children can prosper. That is what you should do. That is your responsibility. Your responsibility as the children of Israel. You understand? You know you do? Start keeping the Most High laws. Just try it. Just try it. We have those. Some pork chops, some STDs by sleeping with your brother's wife and sleeping with whores. We have to lose. You know, have nothing to lose. Try keep the Most High laws for once. The Christian church don't keep it. All right. You know, have to go to church. Keep it in your yard. Learn from the I.S.U.P.K. how to keep the laws. We teach you how to keep these laws. Just try it. See if what we are saying is true or false. You understand? Test we and find out who the real prophets of the Most High are. Let's see if it's an Obia man who, you know what I mean, who tell you your neighbor business and them things. Let's see if him or the prophet are the men in the I.S.U.P.K. and a command in general. Just test we. Keep these laws. Log into our classes. You understand? Read the Bible. If you have questions, ask we. We will break it down to you gladly. You understand? Gladly. And then as you keep the laws as a nation of people, just watch and see. You're going to see more forest fire over there in Britain. More forest fires. More tornadoes are going to run through the United States. You're going to see more earthquakes. You're going to see, you know what I mean? You're going to see even tsunamis. You're going to see. You're going to see more COVID-19. You're going to see. And don't think COVID-19 is necessarily a bad thing. It's only a bad thing if you don't keep the Most High laws. If you want to join the heathens, then you're going to get played too. You understand? The Most High is trying to free you out of this, you know what I mean, captivity. But you want to join hand in hand with the oppressor. Nah, go work. The scripture said, do hands join in hand. The wicked shall not go unpunished. You understand? Just try it, man. And guess what you're going to see? You're going to see more monkeypox. You know what I mean? And the monkeypox is for, you know what I mean, is a lesson to our people. Don't be homosexual. That is what the Most High try to tell you. Don't be homosexual. You understand? When him send these plagues, it's always a lesson. So you can separate from the oppressor and don't follow his ways. Come back to these laws and these plagues won't touch you. You understand? Come back to these laws and just see. Just watch and see. Now you have World War III. You know what I mean? World War III start. You understand? We're going to show you how the Second World War start in a second. You know what I mean? A good segue to, you know. Then, but World War III has begun. You understand? And the I.S.U.P.K. and the command in general has been telling you that the World War III is the destruction of our enemies. You understand? This nuclear destruction that is coming will be the end of our oppressor. You understand? That is what has begun. So what you have to do now that the Most High is showing his hand, because guess what go on? Under Christianity, we have been asking this question: where is God? Where is God? If God real, why make so much things happen? Because we don't understand the Bible. See? But now that the truth they in the world now, and the children of Israel is understanding that they are the children of Israel, guess what go on? The Most High start show himself. Most High never gone nowhere. The Most High just turn him back on we, because guess what go on? We want to be, you know what I mean, Christians, and we want to be Rastafarians. We want to smoke, you know what I mean, smoke out our brains. You understand? Which, when you check it, it is the Rastafari community that has hooked our people on drugs and weed. Make your little child, your little teenage boy a weed head. You understand? And you look upon him and call him a cruff because of the Rastafari community. So we need for all the religious leaders, them accountable on the political leaders and on the religious leaders. Then it is the Rastafari community that made weed smoking here in Jamaica a culture, to the point now that probably 80% of our youth smoke weed. You understand? Killing them brain cell, not even thinking straight. Right now, you can't, brother, you can't have a sensible conversation with a man right now. You understand? Because him hype on weed. You understand? You try to have a sensible conversation with somebody. Let's say you talk about, you know what I mean, world issues. You talk about the Bible and the Most High. Always stray off to some madness because of the weed. You understand? The weed smoking make our brothers and sisters schizophrenics. Make them schizophrenics. You understand? And it contributes to the bipolarism where you see a go on. It is making our people crazy. Weed don't treat everybody the same. Some people are smoke from them little. Some man them smoke it one time and it lick them chip. Everybody different. Everybody react different. Don't think that your child would be, you know what I mean, would be, you understand, will not get punished for smoking weed. So you know what you need to do? You need to burn out weed from now. Burn out the Rastafari community. Burn out the Christian community from now, so to save your children. So that the next generation can better. You understand? Let me continue reading those. See? So the scripture make you know, so when the righteous is in authority, the people rejoice. See? But when the wicked bear it rule, you understand? The people mourn. If Queen Elizabeth was so, what do call it, righteous, you know what I mean, as our leaders would want us to think, as the media would want us to think. You understand? The media is trying to get you to feel some kind of sympathy, you know what I mean, for this woman. See? If she was so righteous, why are we still crying for reparation here in Jamaica? Why are there still cries for reparation here in Jamaica? Didn't she know that her foreparents enslaved our foreparents and became rich? After it, didn't she know that? Didn't she know that, you know what I mean, we are suffering here in Jamaica, the descendants of the slaves here in Jamaica are suffering because our foreparents, you know what I mean, was robbed during slavery. And now, you know what I mean, we have a big setback as a people. And we have so much mental, psychological, physical, you know what I mean, spiritual thing to overcome because of the slavery that we inherit, because of the suffering that we inherit from our foreparents. Didn't she know that she benefited and we, you know what I mean, we were deprived? Why is there still cries for reparation and she never answered? She's not righteous, like what the Bible said. When the wicked bear it rule, we mourn. You understand? While Queen Elizabeth was on her throne, we were mourning. We suffer. You understand? So we should give thanks. You understand that the Most High took her off of the face of the earth, and we should pray that the Most High take the rest of them. You understand? All right. So, right. And guess what I go on to? Zane, it's not only we here in Jamaica alone. Not just we alone here in Jamaica. All across the world, everywhere that they colonized. You understand? So even though we as the children of Israel, we got the worst part of it. Zane, you have other people that cry. You have the so-called Africans that cry. I say, boy, you know what I mean? A certain diamond on our crown belong to them. You understand? The Indians, them a cry. I say, yo, the diamond that she have on her staff. You understand? It's the biggest diamond in the world. And it belonged to them. You understand? These are the places that she pillaged. Our earth, fear people pillaged. Why should we cry for her? You understand? Everything that she got, you understand, came from some other nation. You understand? Everything that she got came from some nation. Let me jump to the scripture again. I'll read it. See, this is the book of Proverbs 29 and 2, and it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You understand? So we were mourning when she beareth rule. So why should we be mourning now that she's dead? You understand? She have our family member them over there in Britain. You understand? She have all of England to mourn for her. You understand? She have even the European countries. You know what I mean? Them have solidarity for her. You understand? Them in solidarity with everybody over there. They mourn for. Why should we? Why should the slaves mourn? You understand? If we see the master house burning down, see, the master house are burned down. You understand? Master is dead. Why should we out here in the fields be crying for master? You understand? But like I say, it is a political move by our leaders. And we're going to jump to that shortly. See? All right. Right. And her family got rich by enslaving we here in Jamaica. You understand? We are poor, like I bring up before. We are poor here in Jamaica because, you know what I mean, they enslaved us. You understand? So why should we mourn? All right, we'll jump to another topic. See? We'll jump to another scripture. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. We'll jump to the book of Exodus, chapter 21. And if you have questions, feel free to just leave your questions in the comment section, all right? Both on TikTok and on YouTube and Facebook. See? Read this. And you know what I mean? When you see we in the I.S.U.P.K, we exalt the Bible so much. It's because we know it's not a white man book. See? We don't need to get the Christianity off of the Bible. You know what I mean? Once you start learn the Bible, you never realize that this Bible belongs to you, or you then thief it from. See? This is the book of Exodus 21. See? Verse 16, and it said, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. See? So what it mean by stealeth a man? Let me see if somebody can, you know what I mean, quick and fast answer the question there in the comment section. See? What it mean by he that stealeth a man? Like me, I give you 20 seconds. See? Stealeth a man. When the Bible says, when Exodus 21 and 16 say, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, see? Or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. What that mean? But that Arsenal man say, what's going on here? All right, so this is, you know what I mean, the I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. This is our brotherhood, Tuesday night brotherhood class. So we are teach brotherhood to the children of Israel. You know what I mean? The children of Israel are, you know what I mean, the descendants of the slaves here in Jamaica. We are from the tribe of Benjamin. See? So by teaching our people brotherhood, we need to understand who our enemies are. You understand? And that is what we are doing right now. So when the Bible says, Exodus 21 and 16 say, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. What is that say? All right. Now go inside phone. A man that stealeth a man is talking about slavery. See? Slavery was when they stole us. You understand? And brought us over here in chains during the time of slavery. You understand? And it go on to say, and sell it him. What do you mean by sell it him? Mean you sell him. We were sold over here. You understand? We were sold, you know what I mean, to the highest bidder. You understand? Going once, going twice. You understand? one big strong buck. You understand? Yeah, man, sell for $2 Jamaicans or $3. You understand? That is what they did to us. But this is where the laws, this is what our records say should happen to a person who do this. See? He shall surely be put to death. You understand? So, the Most High, you know what I mean, basically carried out this law by putting the queen to death. I mean, it took long. You understand? Very long. But guess what, go on? That is the carrying out of this law. You understand? Our record said it. You understand? And guess what? More of them are going to get put to death. More of them are going to get put to death. You understand? This is just the beginning. This is an end of an era. So she ruled for 70 years, which is very long. Very, very long. See? For any monarch, you know what I mean, throughout history. You understand? 70 years. But guess what, go on? And there's so many significant to that. But anyway, we're not touch on that still. See? But this is just the end of an era. Means that the oppressor time up. You understand? Like we have always brought out in the I.S.U.P.K and the command in general, YAHANNA. Now is the time that you rule the earth, not the oppressor. The oppressor is going down. You understand? Yeah, man. So they stole us in slavery. You understand? All right. So, all right. I'll just on topic now that I mentioned earlier. Zin? All right. Our politicians, the reason why they say that we should mourn, just picture it like this, and it's politics. See? The reason why they say we should mourn is just imagine if my mother owe you some money, or your mother owe me some money, see? And then your mother died. See? And after your mother died, in order for me get my money, you know what I mean? To ensure that I get my money, see? I would have to, you know what I mean, show my remorse, because if I start to buy mother owe money, I have to dead long time and all them things, guess what I go on? You know, I go pay my money. So when me I try to say is this is politics. You see, because there is so much cry for reparation here in Jamaica, our politicians are, you know what I mean, telling us to mourn because they want that money, however amount they think they should get. You understand? So, and we know that when this money or if this money, you know what I mean, which I don't think there will be no reparation. In fact, there won't be any reparation. See? But anyway, if this money should come to Jamaicans or the descendants of the slaves here in Jamaica, it won't come directly to us. It will come into the hands of our political leaders. And we know that already. If it drop in a feed them and we now see not 1 cent of that. You understand? Not 1 cent of that we are see. You go here say that invest in some infrastructure that will benefit us, you know what I mean, in the long run, when in fact it just gone in them pocket and them rich. But you know what I mean? So them say, yo, mourn for the queen so that this reparation, whatever we are working on, you understand, can possibly go through. You understand? But not necessarily that they care about the queen either. Because remember, see them I try, you know what I mean, break off from the monarch. See? So that is just politics. That is just them playing politics. Woman of Israel say SHALAM. I'm SHALAM, sis. You know what I mean? All right, name woman of Israel. You know what I mean? Mean that you know that you're an Israelite. Zin? Yeah, man. But I know that you're not a part of the UPK because the name Israel, you understand? We know that is the other groups that necessarily use that name. You understand? Israel. We just say Israel, just say Israel, the Israel translation are Yashar Allah, which is the real Hebrew. You understand? So SHALAM, you know what I mean? We invite you to watch our classes here in I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. You understand? And get the foundation of the truth, because I.S.U.P.K was where the truth started. All right? Yeah, man. So where was I? Yeah, man. So this is politics. You understand? This is just our political leaders trying to, you know what I mean, still keep the argument of reparation alive. You understand? Yeah, man. It's not necessarily them really they are going to mourn for the queen. You understand? But it is a gesture that them put out there, I mean, and it make our people think that, you know what I mean, we should mourn. But in fact, they are not mourning either. We won't mourn and they won't mourn. You understand? That is just politics. You understand? All right. We're going to jump to another scripture. I remember if we don't have questions, just, you know what I mean? Oh, sis say, oh, I am not a part of any camp. We are not a part of any camp neither, sis. This is the home of the truth. Sis, you know what I mean? This camp thing happened because, you know what I mean, brothers who were in the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I mean, they wanted to smoke weed. You understand? They wanted to sleep with whores and them thing there. You see? And they could not do that in the I.S.U.P.K, but, you know what I mean, they did not want to give up the fact that, you know what I mean, they were Israelite. So because they you know what I mean, because they want to smoke the weed and they want to, you know what I mean, keep the knowledge, because they have been out in the streets teaching that they are Israelites, teaching people that they are Israelites. To just give up the whole of that now, it would look away. You know what I mean? You know, like some Rasta man where, boy, when you see them trim, you start looking at them different. Yeah, it's really that. Them one can smoke them weed and still call themselves a Hebrew Israelite. So them go create a camp. You understand? When we never give them that option. Is either stop smoking weed or get the hell out of the. You understand? Yeah, man. We don't compromise in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Yeah, man. So we don't compromise. So because we don't compromise now, you find brothers learn the truth, come in at the school, and when them realize, say, boy, them can't sleep with a whore no more. Them, you know what I mean? Them leave. But knowledge is so powerful that them can't leave the knowledge. So then go start something and change up the thing, change it up a little. You know what I mean? Go learn from somewhere else and say, oh, we have this great knowledge now. Yeah. Them for justify the fact that, you know what I mean, to justify them smoking weed and discrediting us, you know what I mean? Them go research some little food information now, and you know what I mean? And say, oh, them never know this, or them did a tell lie about this and and then them gather members. You understand? So all of these brothers now, them go farm schools and, you know what I mean, and camps, when we never give them, you know what I mean, no such authority. You understand? So it's not a camp, it's just the truth, man. You know what I mean? If you heard that you're a Hebrew Israelite, you heard it from somebody who was once in the UPK, or you heard it directly from the UPK. Is it? All right. So the next scripture we're going to jump to is Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 3:16. See? And it said, and moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Verse 17. Then I said in mine heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. You understand? So this is why you see happen to Queen Elizabeth. It's just the Most High judging the wicked. You understand? Yeah, man. And more judgment are forward. You understand? More judgment are come. Then, as I tell you before, World War III on the horizon. We are currently in World War III. This will only escalate. You understand? Every day you hear something new. You understand? It's like they are in a situation that they can't get themselves out of. If one, you know what I mean, one party play the next, play the bigger person, they will look weak. So the most I have them in a trap right now that they have to go into war. You understand? Then you have the COVID-19, you have the monkeypox, you have so many other different plagues out there. You know what I mean? All of this just show you the signs of the times. You understand? The most is getting ready to free the children of Israel. That is what is going on right here. You understand? So you learning that you're an Israelite is part of the thing too. You understand? It means that you have to do something too. You understand? It don't include you, you know what I mean? Doing any weird shit. You understand? It just include you just coming back to the laws, statutes, and commandments. Stop eating pork. Stop being a whore. You understand? Stop sleeping with your brother wife. Stop being a homosexual. Stop being a lesbian. You understand? Keep the Most High laws as the children of Israel. You understand? And guess what I want? The Most High, you see this just escalate to, you know what I mean, thermonuclear destruction, and you know what I mean? You should not, and we have to emphasize, this is not your war. You understand? When you see the oppressors fighting each other, this is not your war. You don't include yourself in it. You don't go join the oppressor army. It's not the time for join the army. You understand? Now is the time for gather yourself together, like what the scripture said. Come together as a people. Start to love your brother and your sister again. Treat them like them as somebody special. You understand? Be brother with each other. Be sisterly with each other. You understand? Start to separate from the oppressors. You understand? One way you can separate from your oppressor here in Jamaica is by stop supporting the Chinese unless you have to. I may have to say unless you have to, because guess what go on? Them own everything. You understand? So for the most part, you have to get what you need from them. But if you don't have to support the Chinese, don't support them. You understand? Stop supporting, stop patronizing them. Because we do a video the other day talking about this, you know what I mean, Chinese name Ghetto Kirk, where he was talking about our sister being, you know what I mean, dunce. And him say it in such a polite way, you understand? Yeah. And majority of our people made it fly over their heads. You understand? To the point that when I did the video and I said that, you know what I mean, he disrespected that sister. You know what I mean? Our people attacked me, you understand? And said, you know what I mean, no say nothing wrong. But the fact that he came out on the internet, you understand, to express how dunce our sister was for views, shows the lack of respect that he have for your people in general. So even though Ghetto Kirk talk like a Jamaican or a descendant of a slave here in Jamaica, just know that, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, Ghetto Kirk don't love them people. You understand? And behind closed doors, Ghetto Kirk is not saying that she's dunce politely. You understand? We need to stop being so gullible. You understand? When Ghetto Kirk is talking to his Chinese wife or, you know what I mean, his Chinese mother or father as to how dunce you are when you come into his store, see, he's not saying it politely. He's being disrespectful. But of course, being here in Jamaica, Ghetto Kirk can't just come out and disrespect. You understand? I'm going to say it polite. See? But it is the job of the I.S.U.P.K to pick up on these things. We are the watchmen, so to speak. You understand? We see when the Edens are take advantage of Uno. You understand? We take the backlash. Because more while we blaze upon the Eden them, you understand? Is our own people attack we. Verbally, not physically, of course, because, you know what I mean, that can't go on still. See? But our people attack we. See? Defending the oppressors. Not knowing that we are the only people, you know what I mean, the I.S.U.P.K and the command in general, YAHANNA, is the only people on the face of the earth that care about your plight. You understand? That is why we go so hard against the oppressor. And sometimes we talk a little rough. You understand? That is what some of these brothers who were in the truth don't like. Them don't like to speak. You know what I mean? Nobody speak to them rough. You understand? But sometimes when you tell somebody the truth, you have to give them the cool hard truth. You understand? All right. Kingdom against kingdom. Scriptures say you will go to the oppressor for food and clothes. Right. That is right, sis. That is right. You understand? And that is why we patronize the Chinese so much here in America. The Chinese sell us everything because we have to go to them, you know what I mean, for food, clothes, and raiment. You know what I mean? Including the white man, we have to go to them too. We have to go to every nation in downtown Kingston. You know what I mean? You can count on your hand the amount of black-owned establishments. For the most part, it is the heathens. You understand? So them own all the establishments and we have to patronize them. You see? All right, we don't want to stray too far from the topic still. All right, still like here. All right, so like what I brought up before, you know what I mean? We not pray for no reparation. You understand? Because we know that reparation now will come to us. And reparation, you understand, it won't
All right. 8 over nearly 100 million of our people. And when you count our Hispanic brothers, then nearly 200 million of us was slaughtered in slavery. Are you telling me that, you know what I mean, some billions of dollars reparation will compensate for that? No. You understand? No billions of dollars in reparation can compensate for what happened to our foreparents, to our people. Especially when you add the cost of what, you know what I mean, them are go through today. You understand? Even to this day, right now you have a place where we live in, called the garrison. See, in this garrison, brethren, is just we killing each other. You understand? Why is this happening? All right. This basically come from the fact that we were in slavery and enough people now admit it. See, this come from the fact that we were in slavery. You understand? And with all of the systematic racism and the systems in place to keep our people down that you can't see with the naked eye. You can't see it and say, look, you know what I mean? Probably you know say something like go on, but for the most part, we here in the ghetto. You understand? We know what go on, you know, but we can't put word because we don't have the same like Ghetto Kirk said, in style we has done. For the most part, we don't have the education and the communication skill for even communicate where we are experienced and the problem that we see. You understand? But we know say something wrong, but we can't do nothing about it as a people. We can't even communicate what go on. For the most part, when you ask a man in the garrison, you know what I mean? If he's all right, most thing can't tell that dog, I feel away. If something wrong, I say, yo, just feel away, yeah, man. Him can't really communicate. You know what I mean? Him feel in certain way. But we here, we know that something wrong. You understand? We know say the system is against us. But we can't pinpoint and say, all right, see problem there. There's so much problem, so much so that we have totally given up as a people. So guess what we want now? When we look to the right or we look to the left, where we look, we see our brothers. And they are the ones that we hate. You understand? They are the ones that we take out our frustration. Pan. You understand? So that is the importance of we telling you that you need to come back to these last statutes and commandments. You understand? Learn brotherhood and sisterhood again. You know what I mean? We have to heal our people. The Christian church love to talk about healing, you know. You understand? Healing and, you know what I mean, with all of the shenanigans of them go on within the church, with the prayer and the soothsaying and all of them something there. See, but real healing of our people will come from us keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? With us start loving our brother like how we love ourselves. See, first we need to find our identity. We need to know, say, yo, we are not Africans, man. What are Africans? Africans are some savages. You understand? We are not savages. We are a royal bloodline. We are a special people. You understand? You know, like how you tell your child that you love your child and your child is special. You understand? That child will grow up with high self-esteem. But, you know what I mean, if you allow your child to just run amok and, you know what I mean, play in the dirt and up on the road and, you know what I mean, befriend everybody, that child will grow up the wrong way. That's why it's important for us to give back our people, our identity. You understand? You are the children of the Most High. There is no greater, you know what I mean, honor than that. You understand? No other nation on the face of the earth can say that they are the children of the Most High. That is how we begin to fix our people. And by learning that now, guess what we do now? Start keeping his laws. Since we are the children of the Most High, what does the Most High say we must do? Then keep these laws. What are the laws? All right. Thou shalt not, you know what I mean, commit adultery. We have a culture here in Jamaica that, you know what I mean, we sleep with the brother's wife. You understand? And we brag about it. We sing about it in a song. You understand? It become a culture. Joe grind. You understand? That is very destructive. You understand? That prevent us from coming together in unity. You understand? Forgiveness. You understand? Is another thing. We need to learn to, you know what I mean, deal with the situations without, you know what I mean, taking out violence on each other. You understand? we here in the I.S.U.P.K and a command in general, YAHANNA, we provide counseling. So if you have a problem, and this is not a religion, that is what we are trying to show you. This is not a religion. This is us. This is, you know what I mean, a nucleus of our nation, you know what I mean, becoming a nation again. It has start from the I.S.U.P.K. That's why when sis say, yo, she no join no camp. This is not a camp. It was never about a camp. You understand? And them other man, they go off and make some camp and someone bag of something. You know what I mean? This is the nucleus. This is where it will start. Us building back our nation. And this will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You understand? That is the I.S.U.P.K. All right, I'm going to read some of them comments. 1 second. Salakia. Hold on. Salakia, I'm going to ask question and, you know what I mean? I'm going to answer them because, you know what I mean, we never see them. All right, 1 second. All right. Son of Yah, Shalom. Not Shalom, brother. Shalom. Zin, it's Shalom here, brother. All right. Right. Sis said the money will, the money still won't reach our hands. Yeah, man, the money now reach we, man. Reparation needs to be paid, but it doesn't have to be money. All right. Reparation is really, you know what I mean, them going back into chains. You understand? The same way I call them enslave our people is the same way them need to go into slavery. That is reparation. You understand? Build up our kingdom like how we build your kingdom. You understand? All right, so the slaves them build up Jamaica. Then we build up Jamaica, we build up Britain, we build up America. It was a black man that designed Washington, D.C. And it was black people who work on the construction sites that build up America. See? We build up them kingdom, we give them free labor, that them can rule the earth, that them have time, that them can go there and conquer the globe. You understand? Reparation is them, you know what I mean, providing us the same favor. Build up our kingdom and make we go out there and conquer the globe. It sounds far-fetched, you know what I mean? Because we in a terrible situation right now as a people. See? We in a captivity. You know what I mean? We can't envision our people ruling the earth. Neither could we have envisioned our people, you know what I mean, coming out of Egypt when we were in Egypt. You know what I mean? We had given up complete hope when we were in Egypt, as well as now. You understand? So it's hard to fathom the fact that black people are going to rule the earth and white people are going to be our slaves. But it will happen. Just rest assured. You understand? Rest assured. See? That is reparation. Still occurs, the scripture say, I won't be tender. Right. See there? So sis say, yo, you know what I mean? Our eyes shall be evil towards our brother. You understand? And that is what you're seeing in the garrison right now. You understand? With us killing each other. You understand? It's part of the curse. But how did that start? That start by us being cut off from our, you know what I mean, our identity. You know what I mean? Growing up in the garrison thinking that nothing black no good. Zin? Thinking that nothing black no good, and you know what I mean? Just growing up seeing your people, you know what I mean, desolate. You know what I mean? It eventually become a crab in the barrel situation where, you know what I mean? Because you have so much poor people confined in a one place. Everybody are try make it out. And them try make it out at the expense of each other. And the little resource in the garrison now, you know what I mean? We fight over it and we kill each other. Sometimes not even resource, sometimes I just disagreement. You understand? All right. All right, I'll jump to another scripture. See? I'll jump to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 40. And 28. And this is what it says. My son, lead not a beggar's life, for better is it to die than to beg. You understand? And that is what, you know what I mean, you see what people doing right now, begging for reparation. You know what I mean? We in the I.S.U.P.K and a command in general, and we are not begging for any reparation. What we are telling our people is now it's time to gather yourself. Come back to these last statutes and commandments and watch the Most High take the oppressor foot off of your neck and reverse the table upon them. You understand? Reparation will not be gotten by begging. You have to take it. And it have to start somewhere. First, you have to learn, brethren. Then you have to learn who you are. You have to answer the age-old question. Who are these people that were brought over here in chains? You understand? The answer is we are the children of Israel. All right, so what do we do as the children of Israel? Well, you have to find out that guess what go on? You have a covenant to the Most High. You understand? With the Creator. You understand? No, what does that covenant entails? Keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? You have to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. See? And then the Most High will start to free us as a people. Because guess what go on? We can't free ourselves. The oppressor own all of the guns, all of the bombs. You understand? We don't have the physical weaponry. You understand? To fight the oppressor. So we won't win that fight. But you know what we can do? We can tap into the greatest weapon that we have, and that is the Most High. You understand? And the way you tap into that is by keeping his laws. Coming back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? That is the way that the Most High will know. Get the oppressor foot off of your neck. You understand? Yeah, man. All right. So, cover them scripture as in. All right, we're going to jump to something now. We're going to jump to Muta Baruka. Zin. We're going to jump to Muta Baruka. And he did a video. Well, not he did a video. MSNBC interviewed him. And then basically asked him what he think about the Queen's death. See, I'll put it on the screen. If you don't want to see, go over to YouTube, I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica. See, we're going to play the video on the screen right now. All right. And YouTube, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, also leave your comments. See? Yeah, man. So I'll play it right now.
You can talk directly to that. Introduce yourself.
My name is Dr.
And I'm curious, first of all, how do you feel about the Queen's death?
I have no feelings about it.
No feelings at all?
No.
Even though this is a Commonwealth nation and she was the head of state.
She's the head of state of the Commonwealth nation. I am not part of the Commonwealth. I don't recognize myself as part of the Commonwealth nation, even though I'm in a Commonwealth nation. See, I'm a Rastafarian. The only king I recognize is Emperor Selassie I.
So let's explain a little bit about that. You are a descendant of the families that were enslaved and brought from ships. Do you know where your family descendants came from?
Very difficult to say, but given what you know about Jamaica, we would say from the West Coast, which is like Ghana, Nigeria. Most of
all right. So a while ago, the interviewer asked him, see, so you are the descendants of the people, and it's very, you know what I mean? It's very interesting that he used that term, the descendants of the people who were brought across in slavery. So do you know where you came from? And Muta Baruka said, it's very hard to say. And this is a historian and a leader, you know, a religious leader here in Jamaica, you know, Zin, which goes to a point, Zin, this point. We really don't know who we are, you know, as a people, you know, and that is a real issue that we have as a people, you know. Many of us just ignore it and just, you know what I mean, just living at the bliss of being Jamaican and all them things there. But it's a real issue where we face as a people. We don't know who we are, and it's not just Muta. It is nearly, you know what I mean, 2.5 million people here in Jamaica. And if you go to North America, you can add another, 40 million people. And worldwide, you talk about, like, you know what I mean, hundreds of millions of people who don't know who they are. See, it's a real issue that we face. You understand? So, if you have hundreds of millions of people, see, who belong to the same slavery, see, don't know who they are. Shouldn't that be the main question for answer? Because you have such a large mass of people on the face of the earth just wandering about, seeing, and them don't know who them is. That should be the biggest question for answer. And that is the question that the ISUPK and the Command in General YAHANNA has provided. You understand? Your Christian church never provided the answer to that question, holding up the very book or so-called book that have the answer every day in your church, and rather tell you to sing and dance and clap and praise Jesus, and not tell you that, yo, you're slavery in the Bible. You understand? So what you must do now, you must come out of the Christian church and see out of there looking as confused as, you know what I mean, as possible can be on national TV or international TV, and him supposed to be a religious leader and a historian. You understand? You must get rid of them, these Rastafarians and these, you know what I mean, these Christian leaders, these political leaders. You must get rid of them. Come to the I.S.U.P.K, learn your history from the I.S.U.P.K, because the I.S.U.P.K is your only, you know what I mean, hope out of this captivity. You understand? Let me continue playing the tape though.
Moses from Ghana. God, we don't know about Yapa, come on, we know about the government. These are some African nations that came out and came across the species.
So when you look at the moment that we're in, after 70 years, no apology from the Queen for the
Shalom, Kwatazayan, Raka. Yeah, man, Shalom, Shalom, sir. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Yeah, man, Shalom, sir. Thanks for tuning in, sir.
enslavement, and now a new king. What is your expectation, first of all, in terms of an apology? Are you expecting one?
Look here, the Queen has been there for 70 years, and she has been all over the world, one of the most traveled monarch of England. And there's so much atrocity that was happening in India, in Kenya, in Southern Africa, and in the Caribbean. And she has not even recognized that her family was responsible for what is taking place, especially now what is taking place in Jamaica, because all they did was to rebrand slavery and call it colonialism. So the same thing.
So now we go forward.
You understand? Which, you know what I mean, we bring out the same point, you know what I mean, in a video. You understand that I posted. Zin, she did not even acknowledge that fair people them did something wrong. You understand? Not even that, but our government want we for more. You understand? We will not mourn for no queen. And we continue playing the tape.
As opposed to looking back, what is your expectation?
Yeah, all right. My expectation is that we will have to continue the struggle to make whosoever is on the throne now recognize that there's something that needs to be done right now, and that is an apology and reparation.
Okay, so thank you very much. You know, calculating reparations, Yasmin, is very complicated.
Recognize that her family,
in terms of an apology, are you expecting one?
Nation that came out, most of us is from Ghana.
Came from?
Very difficult to say, but
You are a descendant of the families that
I don't recognize myself as part of the Commonwealth nation, even though I'm in a Commonwealth nation. See, I'm a Rastafarian. The only king I recognize is Emperor I.S.U.P.K the first.
So let's explain a little bit about that.
All right, I don't know if those TikTok hear what him say a while ago. So him basically saying no recognize Queen, you understand? The only monarch him recognize is Emperor. For them, the Ethiopian Emperor I.S.U.P.K. Him cut himself because that's what I want to know. Remember, it was Britain who saved Selassie life, you know. So now we are going on the Rastafari community. And this is the reason why we tell them to come out of the Rastafari community. So we need to come out of the Christian community. We need to come out of the Rastafari community. Because his alternative to Queen Elizabeth is basically somebody that her people had to save. Haile Selassie, who, you know what I mean, reverence, you know what I mean, the crown of Britain. We'll jump into an article. We'll jump into an article and we're going to show you what go on. See? All right, so we're going to show you what happened in Slovakia. All right, this is, all right. All right. This happened during the 1930s. You understand? And this was when Mussolini invaded Ethiopia. Zin? And I'm not going to read the whole of the article. I'm going to jump to a certain part of the article. And it says, under General Rudolph Graziani and Pietro Badaglio, Zin, the invading force steadily pushed back the ill-armed and poorly trained Ethiopian army, Zin, winning a major victory near Lake Asiengi on April 9th, 1936, and taking the capital Addis Ababa on May 5th. The nation leaders, Slovakia, the nation leader, Emperor Haile Selassie, went into exile. So Haile Selassie basically fled after Mussolini general invaded and took over Addis Ababa. Haile Selassie run and went into exile. Where did Haile Selassie go to exile? To Britain. You understand? And it was the effort of the UN, the League of Nations at that time, you know what I mean, that helped Haile Selassie to be able to go back to his own nation with the help of the British crown. You understand? And after that, them crown him King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So when Muta say right now by saying that the only monarch him, you know what I mean, him acknowledge is Emperor Haile Selassie, he's basically saying acknowledge a servant of Queen Elizabeth. So you know what I mean? So it counterproductive. So you have to say on one hand now, you know, acknowledge Queen Elizabeth. You understand? Which is right. Oh, acknowledge her now. Zin? But guess what go on? How can you relegate yourself to acknowledging somebody that is even lower than Queen Elizabeth? You understand? We are going to play a video now on YouTube. Another video. Zin? And this video is for all our Rastafari brothers them. Zin? We implore them, come to the I.S.U.P.K and come to General YAHANNA. Zin? Because there is a myth, and we have to read an article on it as well. Zin? There is a myth in the Rastafari community that the Queen is, you know what I mean? The Queen bowed down to Haile Selassie. Zin? And the Rastafari community hold that with much pride. You see? They hold that with much pride for say, well, if Selassie wasn't so great, why did the Queen bow down to, you know what I mean, to Haile Selassie? We'll read the article and we'll debunk that. See? But we're going to play a tape. See in 1 second. You know what I mean? People on TikTok, if you don't want to see it, you just go over to I.S.U.P.K Jamaica on YouTube. You understand? Slovakia. All right, you see this tape now? This tape show the opposite. This tape basically show Haile Selassie bowing down and kissing Queen Elizabeth. And you understand? You might say, why we bring out them things? Why we are picked on the Rastafari community? We need to get out of the brain of our people. This reverence that them have. You know what I mean? This Rastafari belief. You understand? Because, all right, these are strongholds that hold on our people. And that when we try to show them the truth in the scriptures, you know, then them refuse it. You understand? So we have to show our people them say, look, you see this way you follow, it don't have any strong foundation. As a matter of fact, it was built up on a lie. We have to, you know what I mean, destroy these strongholds. So if you hear we talk about the Christian church, you understand? We have to get out of our mind the reverence that we have for Christianity, because Christianity is a lie. You understand? If you hear we talk bad about, you know what I mean? This is not an evil way. And even when we, you know what I mean, blaze upon even some Hebrew Israelite groups. You understand? It is not backbiting in origin. It is not we, you know what I mean, making trouble, you know. It is we, you know what I mean, making sure that the children of Israel is not being led astray. Brethren, you have an entire nation on the line. The entire nation up on the line. You have some unscrupulous people right now out here. You understand? Because them own way they call it now. Them own aspiration and greed. Them would mislead the entire nation. So when you hear the I.S.U.P.K, when you hear Command General and a blazing, you don't look upon him like you try to say, yo, brother, you just make trouble. The man have to defend most heritage, brethren. You understand? If you read the scriptures, see, you see where just because of a few unscrupulous person, the whole entire nation get judged. You understand? The Most High rain down death and destruction upon the nation because we never nip them things in the bud from early. We allow these things to go on. You understand? So when you hear the I.S.U.P.K come out and burn Christianity, and we burn Rastafarianism, and we show say Muta Baruka is a hypocrite, and we show say a certain Christian pastor is a hypocrite, and we show say a certain Hebrew Israelite leader is a homosexual, we show say this leader asleep with whore. We are doing a job. We have to point out these things so that you don't get deceived and follow them off into destruction. You understand? So we are sure we are debunk the fact that, you know what I mean, Queen Elizabeth bowed down to Haile Selassie. As a matter of fact, it is the opposite. See? All right. Let me play this tape.
This is his first visit for many years. He was last in this country as a refugee after Mussolini's troops had invaded his kingdom. The Duke of Edinburgh and Queen Mother greeted the Emperor, who is known to his... This is his first visit for many years. He was last...
All right, so when me I look on right now, me I look on Haile Selassie bow down to the Queen. That me I look on right now. You know what I mean? Those on YouTube can see it. You understand? This is Haile Selassie bowing down and kissing the hand of the Queen. All right. We're going to jump to an article right now, see? And it's the Rooters, see? It's a well-known newspaper, see? And it's a fact check. See? Let me read. Let me put it on the screen too. 1 second. You understand? So you can read this article yourself as well. You understand? Because guess what go on? You see, Rastafari community built upon so much different layers of lies. Lies over there, lies over here. You understand? But if it wasn't for the I.S.U.P.K, because Christians don't do no research, you know. So for the most part, them can't answer the Rastafari community. Then Christians living at them bliss, Jesus love you no matter what you do, and them not care about nothing more. Then so the Rastafari community is able to go about teaching our young people foolishness. You understand? That's why the I.S.U.P.K is important, because we do research. We actually know what we are saying. You understand? So it's a fact check. Photo does not show Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip bowing to Ethiopian Emperor Haile Selassie and Empress Menen Asfa. Which photo them talk about? All right. Now I just put the photo up on the screen quick and fast and take it off back so we can read the article, so we can see the article as well. See? All right, so this is the photo. And we examine this photo. Right? Select it. All right, so you see two people are bowed down to Haile Selassie and him woman. See? But you can't see them face. And this is the picture that circulates, you know what I mean, around the internet a million times. You understand? And this is what prominent Rastafari leaders hold as facts that them believe and them teach. The picture, you can't even see the people in face. You understand? You don't even know if a white people them are Ethiopians. You don't even know. No face, no show. All right, let me jump back to the article now. See? 1 second. All right, so this article says, Post claim to show an image of United Kingdom Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, bowing before Ethiopia's Emperor Haile Selassie and Empress Menen. As far, the claim is false, and this is fact checkers. See? The claim is false, as the photo was taken in 1955. Why is the year important? Listen, 10 years before the Queen and Duke made their first royal visit to Ethiopia. You understand? 12 years, so like 10 years before the Queen actually got to Ethiopia. So this photo that is circulating is a photo that was taken before the Queen even set foot in Ethiopia. You understand? Let me continue reading. Examples of posts sharing the photo and making the claim can be found. Well, them share a link. See? The photo is questioned by Slakia as the following caption: Ethiopian essay Haile Selassie with his wife greeting guests, Ethiopia 1955. So that was the title under the photo. The two individuals bowing before the Ethiopian emperor and empress are not identified, right? Because you can't see them face neither. See? But they could not be Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, as their first visit to Ethiopia did not happen for another 10 years. As reported, well, them say here, but the here is a link to another page or another website. See? In the New York Times, right? Another website. On February the 2nd, 1965, the Queen's 8-day trip to the East African nation was the first formal call on Ethiopia by any British monarch. You know what I mean? And we know who hold the power in that relationship between Queen Elizabeth, you know what I mean, and Emperor Haile Selassie. It is the Queen. She hold the power. She is the one who him bow down to, not the other way around. You understand? And it makes sense because it was Britain who saved him, you know what I mean, from being overthrown by Mussolini. Well, as a matter of fact, he got overthrown. But it was the help of the UN or the League of Nations at that time, saying that put him back on him throne. So why are you basically, and we are talking to our brothers and sisters in the Rastafari community, you know, why are you worshiping a man as God? See, who had to bow down to your oppressor? You understand? So your God had to bow down to your slave master. That's even worse than the white Jesus, virgin. You understand? As bad as the white Jesus is, you know. See, your God serve your slave master. That don't make no sense. And that is the reason why we call our people to come out of Rastafari. You understand? Yeah, man. And with that, we have a close off the class and now we have a jump to the security announcements. All right, we said it. See, for brothers and sisters who want to be a part of the I.S.U.P.K, you understand? Just go to our youth. As a matter of fact, let me just put the number in this chat right now. See, 1 second. 1 second. So if you want to be a part of the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I mean, which is the home of the truth, you understand? Just call this number or these numbers, any one of these numbers, and you will get your instructions on how to do so. You understand? Yeah, man. One second. All right, so just call any one of those numbers, all right? Yeah, man. And with that, we're going to jump to the security announcements. Remember to like the video, follow our page on YouTube, and like the video as well as, you know what I mean, subscribe to the channel. All right, priest and officer Awar, Shalom, Yahba Shemar Shabrakatha. You understand? Big up yourself, priest. Yeah, man, checking in from Philly. Yeah, man, big up yourself, brother. All right, so we're going to jump to the security announcements. And then we're going to close off the prayers. Oh, yeah, remember, you know what I mean, stop giving your tithes to the, you know what I mean, the greedy Christian bastards. Pay your tithes to the real prophets and priests of the Most High, and that is, you know what I mean, the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Pay your tithes to Commanding General YAHANNA. You see what Commanding General YAHANNA does with tithes money, you understand? Yeah, man. We help fix our nation, you understand? All right. All right, so these are the I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You understand? And the Commanding General YAHANNA. And let me emphasize, started 1969. That was when the truth began. You understand? Yeah, man. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, and is pronounced Ma'aishara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you'd like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation. All right, so the next upcoming Holy Convocation is the memorial of the blowing of the trumpet. This is the first day of the 7th month. You understand? And this is September 25th, which is about, you know what I mean, little under 2 weeks from now. You understand? So what you can do is just tune into the I.S.U.P.K. on YouTube or Facebook. You understand? Probably we can, you know what I mean, stream from TikTok as well, but not guaranteed. See? So just tune in on the 25th, you know what I mean? Participate, because these are holy days that the Most High gave to your foreparents. You understand? So we came over here in slavery and got Christmas, we got Easter, which was not given to us by the Most High. You understand? And we get punished for keeping these so-called holidays, which is just a plagiarism on the word holy day. You get what I say? So we get punished because these are idolatry, when in fact the Most High gave us these days to celebrate. You understand? And the feast of, you know what I mean, the memorial of the blowing of the trumpet is one such holy day. You understand? Yeah, man. You can find that in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 to 25. See? Reminding Akiem and Aquatium to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K. events and material. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he's to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, we say, I medium, which means to stand. Sorrow upon your aquadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and then in English. Aganawa, Shabashamayam, Kodash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'a, Radazaka, Ayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Ayah, Mashamayam, Nathanlanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaklanawa, Kawawanawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawabwatyanawa, Wala'a, Tabaya Anawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Awashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'ataparat, La'alamyam. Amen. In the English, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. Amen. All right, this is a prayer for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathens that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pasikamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathens that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahawashi, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that has done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahawashi. Thank you, so be it. All right, this is the prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahawashi, Ba'akasha, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Hakak, Larpa'a, Kalmakala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Lata'ar, Amatazarayam, Hakak, La Aquayam, Mathiam, Hakak, Irakawat, Atama'ala, Karatan, Ba'asham Yahawashi, toward our man. In the English, what we say is Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. All right, this is the prayer for the blessings to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wayarala, Wa'a, Bayatsapariam, Barak, Rapa'a, Magan, Hagan, Commanding General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the young men and the sisters, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, man. In the English, what we said was Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. All right, Sar, which means to turn. We're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel. I'm Adim Shabbat. I'm Adim Barak. Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Barak Thumb. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters watching online. Men of Israel. I'm Adim Shabbat. I'm Adim Barak. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Yadi Mata. Class dismissed. All right, remember, like the video, you understand, like the live, follow the page, you understand, go over to I.S.U.P.K Jamaica and YouTube and Facebook, follow and subscribe, you understand, and with that, we're going to play some music and then we're going to close off. U.P.K. Go on west. Babylon is falling to rise no more again. Babylon is falling. Freedom is here, my friend, not just part of the nation. Yeah, I wish I never could bring peace in start of the vision. Don't put your trust in the riches and wealth, contamination. But just the last statutes and commandments, we make the decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the nation. Daniel get a vision. Him see the black Christ, it wasn't a white division. No allegiance to Rome, nor its regions. Come out them religion if you want be a free man. Cause the deacons them full of demons. Same situation with after with Islam. Only beacon of Israel and S.U.P.K and the General YAHANNA. Every fowl of the ear, every beast of the field, every creeping thing we creep on land, every mouth of the clear, loud and clear. Yahweh Shai Mashiach is a black man who have ear, let him hear. Time to prepare, spiritually separate from Babylon. We no weak, we no fear, we no tear. But Saddam might burn, but him and not just part of the nation.
Yahweh never come bring peace in start of division. No put your trust in the riches and wealth comes our ammunition. I just the last statutes and commandments we make the decision to keep them with precision. Not just part of the nation. Send evils and curses on the poor city and the beasts and all churches. America fall, them deserve it. Rome get defeat, history, not the first days. Hey, 400 years to work with, then desert with, then turn round and call it worthless. But now the COVID lurking, them hurting, and them need doctors and nurses. Hey, one day to building off a turn after a long journey. No care much money you want earn if you still want body and burn. One day to building off a turn after the long journey. No care much money you want earn. Hey, I just part of the mission. Yeah, I never come bring peace in start of the vision. No put your trust in the riches and wealth comes our ammunition. I just the last statutes and commandments we make decision to keep them with precision. I just part of the mission.
Yeah. 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Friday, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out straight to glory. They don't know how I say he nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too hot to circle. That you see them, know they want my life, I ain't worried, I got right for that. Bring us so just kill for me, nigga. Watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately. You is not self. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't coming. I see them conspire across the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break this no. It's how I trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney streets. Coming, we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch. Don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to good. They don't know how I feel, he nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He rap, he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got ready for it, take over in effect. I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking. I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jordan. Got it out the dust. I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K. top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that E-Line into a damn tank. I got chopper stash in that attic like they had Frank. They had that shit on lock until I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot